Hello, friends, and welcome to The Architecture Enthusiast. The Palace of Assembly in Chandigarh, designed by Le Corbusier and completed in 1962, stands as a monumental expression of democracy, casting a powerful presence in the capital complex. As you approach the building, its striking mass of raw concrete and monumental geometric forms immediately captivate, embodying both the dignity and gravity of the legislative process. The rectangular volume of the structure dominates the landscape, softened yet energized by expressive architectural elements that hint at the activities within. The entry is marked by a sweeping curved portico that juts out from the rigid frame, drawing you inward. This curved canopy, like a grand proscenium, sets the stage for the assembly's significance, serving as an architectural invitation to engage with the democratic process. Beneath the portico, shadows play against the smooth concrete, bringing a sense of movement and drama to the approach. Walking beneath this grand entrance, the transition from exterior to interior feels ceremonious, as if stepping from the ordinary into a space reserved for the collective spirit of governance. The building's exterior is further defined by its expansive brise-soleil, a screen of concrete panels that spans the facade. This feature, essential in the harsh Indian climate, softens the brutal lines with deep shadow, casting a rhythmic pattern across the concrete surface. As the sun moves, these shadows shift and dance, animating the austere facade with a quiet energy. This intricate play between light and structure brings an unexpected lightness to the solid mass, reflecting Le Corbusier's mastery in using light to transform raw material. One of the most captivating aspects of the building is the hyperbolic paraboloid roof that rises boldly over the assembly chamber. This sculptural roof, soaring upward, is visible from afar and creates a powerful silhouette that defines the Capitol complex. As you move closer, the roofline draws your gaze upward, its upward sweep suggesting elevation, idealism, and the weight of governance. This architectural flourish breaks the horizontal mass and symbolically lifts the legislative chamber above the mundane, reminding you of the elevated purpose within. Stepping inside, the transition into the assembly hall is deliberate and profound. The spacious hall is flooded with natural light from large, strategically placed skylights that filter light in soft, angled streams, creating a calm, introspective ambiance ideal for deliberation. The walls, rough-textured concrete, feel robust and grounded, yet here and there, splashes of color from tapestries and painted walls break the monotony, bringing a warmth that complements the building's solemnity. The subtle hues within resonate with the spirit of humanism, tempering the severity of brutalism with moments of color and softness. In the main legislative chamber, the height and spaciousness of the hall intensify the experience. The interplay of light and shadow takes on a contemplative quality, casting ethereal patterns that shift with the day. Standing within, you feel both the solidity of the concrete and the openness of the space, a duality that seems to mirror the balance between strength and transparency in governance. The spaces are meticulously designed to facilitate both focus and collaboration, allowing light and air to permeate every corner, emphasizing clarity and openness. When it was completed, the Palace of Assembly sparked mixed reactions. Many saw it as a pioneering work, an embodiment of post-independence India's aspirations for a modern, just society. Le Corbusier's use of raw materials and dynamic forms resonated with those who viewed Chandigarh as a new, progressive capital, a bold departure from tradition. Yet, for others, the raw concrete and monumental scale felt imposing, even austere. The lack of ornamentation and modernist forms were viewed by some as a foreign aesthetic, an imposition on the traditional Indian landscape. However, over time, the Palace of Assembly became emblematic of a new architectural language, one that spoke to India's ambitions on the world stage. Today, moving through the Palace of Assembly is an experience steeped in symbolism. The grand forms, the interplay of light and shadow, and the balance between rigid structure and expressive elements combine to create a space that feels simultaneously grounded and aspirational. Every corner speaks to a purpose beyond utility, inviting contemplation of the very ideals of democracy. The Palace of Assembly stands as a testament to Le Corbusier's vision, a place where architecture not only houses governance, but embodies it, resonating as a symbol of hope, resilience, and collective progress.